Welcome back everyone to Megaman 6. I am Marcus and we are moving to storming the castle of Mr.X, directly going for the final boss it seems. Apparently Dr. Wily just decided to go the fuck off the picture and leave his benefactor to deal with all this shit. I wonder why this thing never really came out in the first few games. I mean, at some point you might actually have to question yourself, how the fuck did Dr. Wily got all this money to actually build all those robots? Granted, a couple of those were stolen, like the ones from the Dr. Cossack, and the ones from Megaman 3 were kinda built with Dr. Light, but still. Makes sense that he has this big benefactor. And even in this time, he's kind of hijacking a tournament, so... Maybe Wily doesn't have jack shit in terms of money. But yeah, let's just go this way. At least it's good to have a new enemy this time. The first few games kinda got always Dr. Wily doing his shit. Yeah, this is a very tricky shortcut to get, as you can see. It took me a few tries, but I managed to finally open that bloody thing open. I guess I'm rewinding this shit because I'm not doing that stuff all over again. You can take all the tries that you want because falling down is not that big of a problem. Once the way is open, well, just abuse Jet Megaman if you are scared about all those spikes on the ceiling. Yeah, this is a massive shortcut. This stuff is... all of the castles are chock full of roads like this. Some might actually spoil a bit of the fun with the castle stages, having these all these shortcuts put out here, but again, if you don't want to take a shortcut, don't take it! Granted, the reward is great, because what we get at the end of this? 4 freaking extra lives, and we spawn directly in front of the boss door. What else can we ask for, honestly? And what we get is something that reminds me a lot of the spider boss from Megaman X. You have these two these balls going all over the place. The hit spot is kind of weird. I feel you have to hit them on the side, centering like these, what they look like shields. They're probably vent openings for the robots. As you can see, yeah, sometimes they just don't get damaged, and I don't get why. But yeah, go with the Fire Blast, and as you can see, I am drowning in energy tanks at this point of the game, so you should too, if you took all the same shortcuts that I took. Oh my god, look! 4 shots, all of them missed. Oh, thankfully. We managed to get through the first stage in just 3 minutes. This is how massive all these shortcuts end up being, honestly. I love the giant X on the castle, just to make extremely sure of who the hell this castle belongs to. Oh yeah, let's keep moving on, and another... yeah. I shouldn't be constantly mentioning the soundtrack, but really, this is one of the best castle themes that we ever got. It's right up there, I feel, with Wily Stage 1. Not as iconic, for nothing will ever be as iconic as Wily Stage 1 in Mega Man 2. That thing is just enter icon culture classic, like, oh my god, fuck off. Yeah, I've gotten to the point that if I miss a jump this stupid, I just refuse. You might call me a cheater, I call myself I don't want to waste my time on this server. Granted, it was at the beginning of the stage, so it's not like I lost that much time. Jump on these things because you wanna fall off. And I don't really know if there's a way for you to climb back up. Yeah, once again, the great level design. They show you the obstacle once with not that much of big consequence, and then they put the same obstacle in front of you, but these times there are spikes, so be very careful about what you're going to do. Yeah, I see. I freaking enjoy. Most of the platforming when you have the Jet Megaman basically becomes this: you ignoring stuff and flying all over the place. This is the reason why I freaking love Megaman. If there's something that really makes me go ham with platforming is when you have a dash, an air dash, some kind of double jump, like give me all the possible maneuverability that I can get, and oh my god, we are talking. Yeah, we have this boss over here, this seismic thing that is basically making fall all these blocks over our head. This is where this is a bit tough to aim with the Silver Tomahawk, but once you get the positioning right, as you can see, it's really not that big of a deal. And I applaud the fact that this time we got a black background and the monster didn't just explode by making the entire screen flash white. It's still happening on this freaking stage select screen, but we're slowly getting out of the insane white flashing of the late 80s, early 90s video games. Capcom was very bad with this. Like, I've seen footage of the super moves in like Marvel vs. Capcom, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and holy shit, I'm not the kind of guy that suffers from epilepsy and all of that. And even I watched those supers, I'm like, dude, this shit is flashing way too much. How can you not get headaches by playing these games? Unfortunately, we are still very much removed from that infamous Polygon episode, so there wasn't that much consideration about flashing lights and what they can actually cause on someone. This is why I put all these flashing warnings, which honestly I hope I'm doing them right, because yeah. I've seen many YouTubers go and do it for the sake of their audience. Just don't full screen this and all of that. I try my best. I don't know if I'm doing it perfectly, but yeah. Can you please fuck off? I'm also scared about jumping too much because of those freaking spikes on the ceiling. Thankfully, Wily still hasn't got the idea to build that freaking spiked wall, man. I love that sketch so much. It's a stupid idea, but it's a joke that basically writes itself, considering how much of a pain these spikes can be. But it's one of those things that, like, oh, why is Megaman not teleporting directly into the boss room? Why does it have to go through all these freaking stages? It's one of those nitpicky shit that you just poke fun at it, but you're never serious about it. I like this stage, those descending platforms. I just wish this jumping, these pole vaulting platforms were in a stage that actually required me to use. Like, we have all these enemies from Flame Man stage, but there isn't a single slick of oil in this entire section of the castle, so... I don't know, they do feel kind of pointless. They should have used the enemies from the... oh my god. Yeah, another thing why Jet Megaman is so great. It actually allows you to save yourself from from knockback. This is just top tier stuff. And we have a robot which has basically weakness to the Mega Buster, this reinforced med tool over here. Yeah, nothing much to say. It's very... It can be very easy depending on how much you understand about positioning to avoid those bouncy balls. Let's take a bit of energy. Yeah, might help. Yeah, I figured it was another one when I was messing up the weakness because it's weak to Blizzard's weapon, Blizzardman weapon. Go away, please. Thank you. Yeah, another time. The entire screen hasn't exploded. Thank you. But yeah, we've reached the tail end of the castle. All these stages end up being surprisingly very short. Even without taking the account of even having possible shortcuts, everything went very smoothly. Yeah, let's take the Silver Tomahawk here because it's gonna be the weakness of Mr.X. And hopefully don't just waste the energy on this. On these freaking enemies. You see, work smarter, not harder. If you can avoid a couple of jumps that make you go way too close to the spikes, let's just go and do that. Now, if they only could stop putting annoying cannons in annoying places, that would be great. Yeah, why not? Let's take another E-Tank because God knows we don't have enough of them. There's one thing that I can't understand why, because you need to balance them a little bit. But I wish that they didn't took away your slide when going with the transformations. Oh my god! Stop bombarding me with those eggs. Come on! Yeah, thank you. Because like the slide is such an iconic weapon of Megaman, and I feel is weapon. Arsenal, more like a weapon. Yeah! You see, this is why I love Yamato Spear. Doesn't matter, you can just go. And yeah, I am taking the wrong way right now. And I couldn't go back, but this is supposed to be the hardest part. The other section for the stage. We have a lot of platforms over a ball-less pit, a lot of cowboys standing there with their revolvers, and sometimes you get blindsided like that. And this is why, for the next section, I'm gonna actually take the shotgun up a bar. I love this design, honestly. They should do this stuff more. Alternate pathways is always a great way to give a platformer like this some replayability, because someone can just go for the safe route all the time. Sometimes you might just want to go and see, what's the harder route like? And just go with that. Also, the secret route will give you an extra life, so that's something else to consider. Although extra lives nowadays have basically gone out of style. Nowadays everything is just a checkpoint with infinite lives, and honestly makes sense. This stuff only mattered back in the day when they were trying to emulate arcades. Nowadays, yeah, just make the game hard if you want, but don't make us go through the effort of having to gather lives. Like something like Celeste has infinite lives and is one of the hardest freaking platformers I've ever played in my life. My god. I love Celeste, but I love Celeste. I wish more people could actually get into it. And there's an amazing assist mode, but still, I can understand if some people might feel that getting too much out of the assist mode. But no, it's not weak to Tomahawk, man. I was thinking of something else. But yeah, we have this giant wrecking ball here, which sometimes can actually hit us if we actually stay in the air for too long. It's actually kind of a annoying part to deal with, but as you can see, it goes by very quickly. My scheme for world domination has failed, but I still have enough power to destroy you! Oh my god, it was Dr. Wily! Amazing! Let the final battle begin in the next part of Mega Man 6.